Oh, sorry, I starting off strong with hitting the mic. Oh, that's a pretty shawl. Ooh, I'm gonna bookmark this. Sorry. How do I save this? How do I add it to a playlist? I've done it before. Oh, here we go. Save a playlist. Crochet. Anyways, good morning! It's been so long. Hi, Kat. Welcome on in. How you doing? It has been so long. I was on vacation and then I was sick. Fun times. I say I was sick. I still am sick. I currently am not part of the Legion playing Dispatch. I am waiting until all the episodes are out. My partner has been playing it, and he's been loving it. And I'm waiting. I am waiting till all the episodes are out, and then I can play it at my leisure. Also, I've been so hyper-focused on crocheting, and that's what I've been doing. I've just been mostly crocheting. The entire time we were in Nova Scotia, I had a crochet project going, which was nice, and so I could keep my hands busy, and it was a lot of fun. I liked doing that, and then I've just been crocheting. I made a sweater before we left. I got most of the sweater done while we were on the trip. I finished a scarf as well. When we got back, I did the applique, which was Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service. I made a Kiki's Delivery Service scarf, and it's really cute. And now I'm doing other fun projects. I've just been crocheting, and I haven't been gaming at all, really. So Wednesday is the day. Well, cool. It is on the list. I have so many games I need to play. I can't play a video game and crochet. That's not true. Once a week? I did for a bit every Sunday. Since Genshin is mostly cutscenes a lot of the time, I would crochet while watching the cutscenes. Because I'm so behind on the story. But, you know, a lot of video games, I can't really crochet. Sorry, I need a mute. No, I'm gonna keep the active events on. What do you mean? Or, because like I know there's decision making. Could I turn the timer off? I could probably turn the timers off on the decision making. But no, I want to play it with the timers on. So no, I won't do that. But yeah, there's just so many games where I need to... I'm almost done. Not almost done. I did play... What was I playing before I left? Because I haven't played any video games really since I came back. I was playing Hades 2. Playing Hades 2. I started Silk Song, did not make it far. I will have to return to that. I just haven't been gaming all that much. Slime Rancher 2? Nice. But yeah. Ugh. And I want to get back into writing, so it's like there's just so many things I have to use my hands for, and I can't do a lot of it at the same time. But I'm back, and we're going to be doing coding today. It might be a shorter stream because I am still coughing my lungs out. Still sick. I'm so glad I got sick after we got home. It's just, you know, constant coughing now. I'm left with coughing. I get started off with a lot of... I still have phlegm. Well, you know, just coughing, phlegm, some nose stuff, headache. Just not great. But now I'm just down to sounding congested and coughs. Flash phlegmy. Like, I'll wake up and my throat won't have any phlegm, but then as the day goes on, phlegm will appear. Phlegm shall appear. But I have so many games to play. Like, it's just funny. I'm like, I don't ever have to buy a video game again. Because my partner's been buying so many games. Oh yeah, I was watching him play Ghost of Yotei. Well, he finished it, actually. It was that was fun. I liked Ghost of Yotei. I didn't see all the story beats, but I saw most of it, and it was great, and I was there for some reveals. I was like, oh, is this that? And he's like, nah. And then it was, and I was like, oh! But I have so many games in the backlog. Like, I have Expedition 33 I still haven't played. I have... What do I have? Because, like, I have to go back and finish Gorian Quest. I haven't done the next Nancy Drew game. I did finish Tales of the Shire, like, the main game, but I'm at a point where it's, like, the after main story stuff. It's kind of like, oof. But and also doesn't help that my computer overheats. I've been trying to run it because it's not optimal. But Hades 2, Silk Song. I never did go back and finish that Darkest Dungeon. I started Patapon 1. I've never played Patapon. But yeah, gaming. Gaming's still there in my life. We played Mario Kart while we're in Nova Scotia, we played Mario Kart a bit with the friendos. We're playing 4-player on the Switch too, and apparently it's not great. The 4-player experience of Mario Kart World on the Switch 2, frame rate, man, is so bad. So bad. But we played, and it was fun. And we watched Over the Garden Wall for the first time. None of us had seen it. Ark had seen like a few episodes, but only a few, and there's 10 episodes. And so we sat and we watched the 4 of us. I met up with my friends, Pix and Dilly, and it was great. I hadn't seen them in several years. Well, I saw Pix last year when she came to visit, but I hadn't seen Tilly in a few years, and it was nice to see him. But yeah, we watched Over the Garden Wall. That was fantastic. I love it. It was really great. I knew it was going to be slightly dark, but it wasn't as dark as what I thought it was going to be. It was like a lot of dark hinting, but then it's just been like, oh, nope, psych. Not as scary as you thought it was going to be, but it's still kind of spooky. They subverted some tropes and stuff, which was cool. Yeah. What else we just did a lot of walking and traveling. And went to many shops. I got a bunch of yarn. Lunenburg was great. I really liked Lunenburg. It was very pretty. I loved the look of the shops. The houses were all colorful. Loved it. We went to Peggy's Cove, of course. We got there right when everything was closing at like 4:30, but we managed to get a lobster roll with some fries. We shared the lobster roll and fries. It was decent. The first night he ended up getting, I think he got a lobster roll and like chowder, and like I got lobster mac and cheese, and that was good. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun. We went to the Citadel, we went on the ghost tour. That was pretty cool. Ark ended up volunteering us to be the first ones to walk through this scary little passageway. 1 second, I need a coffee in. It was like a passageway that was like in between the walls, where gunmen, it was like facing inside a ditch, like a trench, and so gunmen would have little slits in the walls, and they would point out and shoot people and stuff. So there was that little area. I forget what it's called. It was like a galley, something galley. But yeah, and so it was pitch black, and the tour guy was like, "Who would like to be, you know, first to go through?" And Ark's like, "Right here." And I'm like, "What?" So we went, and then when we got near the end of the hall, And he was telling stories about like people seeing things while on the ghost tours. And I'm like, we were getting near the end of we don't know how far the tunnel was, but we saw down the tunnel, like, oh my god, do you see that light? He's like, yes, I see that light. I'm like, oh my god, what is that? Is it just like another light that's like indicating it's the end of the hallway, or... And then when we get there, it was just a pylon. And then the door that we were supposed to exit was closed, and so we had to all backtrack, and we were at the back of the line that time. And I was like, oh no, this is almost worse. What if there's something behind us? But it was a good ghost tour. I was just like, if they ever, like, if anybody jumps out at me to try to jump scare me, I will riot. Nobody did. It wasn't that kind of scary thing. It was just like the ambiance, the setting, which is good. It was good. Yeah. That was our trip. It was good. And Tobias, our sister, not babysat, but cat sat for us, and she would send us pictures to let us know he was alive. He survived. He was really clingy when we got home, really vocal about not wanting to be apart from me. And whenever, like, for like a few days at least, every time I left the room he was in, or he lost sight of me, he was like, "Mah!" And I'm like, I'm here, buddy, I'm here. Also, I don't remember if it's today, tomorrow, or the next day, but it's his birthday. He's either 11 or 12. I'm pretty sure it's 12. He's 12 years old. A big baby. A big old baby. Alright, well, I say why not just jump on into it. Without further ado. Now I gotta pull up this stuff. I'm not even ready yet. Let's go find what we need. I should have this bookmarked. I'm also not ready because I don't have my paper that I've been using for keeping notes of what I've been learning every time. Okay, so let's move over to Godot. Yay. Why is there two? Oh. There we go. Okay, so last we left off, I had a boo-boo where I didn't, was it that I didn't add? I believe I didn't add, yeah, the offset, there you go, right here. This frickin' thing right here, I did not have that in front of the offset, and so it was giving me the wrong type of numbers, and it was throwing everything off. And then I tried to do other edits and find a way to make it work, but then all along all I had to do was add that one little thing. All right, yeah, today's definitely gonna be a shorter stream. I'm already struggling here. I'm just gonna talk less, but I'm gonna share in both chats. Because I am streaming on YouTube again today. I figured, you know what, there's reaction content on YouTube, and it's not like I'm showing video, I'm listening to audio, and it's transformative enough where I'm talking and stuff, so it should be fine. All right, so we're gonna, oop, I need to have up here. Ooh, it'll be a little difficult because I have both. Before I only had the one shaft. Both. A little smaller. Yeah, that'll be well enough. All right, so we're going to be on part 8 using a tween node. No idea what that is. To make the movement more interesting. Ah, yes, that's what it is. So we're going to be, so let me show you a preview of what we have actually before we start. There we go. That's not it. That's it. And so we are able to move. You can't see my mouse, but if I click and drag, we are able to move pieces around. Very, oh, you can see my mouse now. Very nice. Sick. And so I suppose now in this video, we're going to learn how to make it, just instead of just being switching after you release, it's going to make it look more seamless and actually move instead of jumping, but we'll find out.
All right, welcome back. So last time there was a weird error that happened, and I'll show you what the error is here and how to fix it. So when I was swiping from the outside in, nothing happened, and then I did that, and now if I swipe from, let's do it here. If I swipe from here up, this yellow one's going to go down there.
Is it? Hold on, what?
Do it here. If I swipe from here up, this yellow one's going to go down there.
Oh, let me try that. It doesn't do it for me. Did I start this video already before? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so if you click below and you swipe up, yeah, it's going to transfer down to the bottom. Okay. Doesn't do it every time, but okay. He's got that issue, so perfect. I'm just moving my setup around so I can mute myself when I cough. I don't have a mute button. Should have a mute button. I'll just move the video over here and then I'll just do what I need to do. I need to have it so I can cough.
Well, yeah, and the reason that that happens is the controlling boolean that I put in. So go ahead and go to your grid script, and what we have to do is after we let go, we just have to add.
Okay, I need back. This is not working. I can't follow along. Okay. He's gone. If touch input. Hi Tapood, welcome on in. How you doing? Thank you. It's been going on for too long. It's been going on for too long.
So, okay, we've got our touch input. So when we release the UI touch, we want to do the final touch, grid position, is in grid, touch difference, and then we want to say controlling equals false. Because what was happening is it was bypassing the part.
But it's still doing that for me.
When you touch down, you wanted to make sure that you were actually inside the grid. It was bypassing this because we set controlling to true here after I did that first one, and then I never set it to false again. And so I just needed to set it to false there. So now that I have that done, if I go back into my game,
it still does it.
And swipe, and then swipe here, it doesn't do that weird thing. All right, cool. Now, what we're going to be talking about today.
Oh no. You know what? It's fine. It's a minor thing. I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine.
Is the tween node. So what the tween node does is it allows you to have pieces move in your game, or not even just move, anything.
What happened? So at the beginning of the tutorial, the guy's like, hey, you'll notice that if you click below the lowest, let me show. If you click below, here we go, here, and drag and move, it'll make the top part come down here, which it did for me. And then he's like, cool, so we have to do is add in this line of code. And I have it already, but it's still doing that sometimes. Not all the time. See, like that. Bam. See that happen? I don't know what causes it, but it happens sometimes. Okay, if I click and drag down, then click and drag up, it does it. Oh, I can bring it back up. I can bring them back up. That's interesting. Yeah, if I click drag down, click drag back up, it pulls it back down. And then yeah. It's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. He doesn't have it in his code to have it fixed, so I'm not gonna have it fixed. That's fine. We're gonna learn about tween nodes.
Any property that a node.
Oh God. Maybe this is not gonna work out as well as I thought. I have a cough drop now. Hopefully that'll help with soothing my throat. Oh, okay.
You can have it move from what it is to something different using a behavior called a tween. And a tween allows you to have it do things like bounce, or
a tween? I'm not a 12-year-old.
Gain speed as it goes there, or start slow, go fast, and then end slow. There's a lot of really cool behaviors you can use with tweening. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to our scenes, and we're going to open up our regular piece scene, the one that all of our pieces are inheriting from. Once that's open, we're going to add a new node to this, and that node is going to be our movement tweener. So go ahead and click the plus symbol.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm at the scene. I clicked on the piece thing. Okay. I guess I can get rid of all of the, not get rid of them, but close them. Because whatever I do the piece scene will be applied to all the other colored pieces. Okay, do I have to go? Oh, right, his layout is different than mine. I keep forgetting that. His stuff's on the right, my stuff's on the left over here. Oh, can I move it around? I can move it around. I'm not going to, though. Or do I? I'm fine. I'll leave it there. Okay, we're going to add a new node.
And that node is going to be our movement tweener.
I just want to make sure I'm unmuted, okay.
So go ahead and click the plus symbol and type in tween. And I'm going to rename this.
Tween? There's no tween. Oh no. Alright.
And type in tween.
You know what we do in these situations? We go to the comment section. Comment section. Godot 4, you don't have a tween node. Instead, you could do the following. Hello, Pixel Core. Welcome in. How you doing? Var tweet. Oh, we gotta make a variable. Dang it. Okay. How's it going? It is. We just basically just started for the day. I put the link if it's showing still in chat. It should should still show. We're following a tutorial on how to make a match 3 game, and we're learning about tween nodes, which apparently don't exist in Godot 4. So, okay, how am I gonna do this? So this comment says you don't have tween node, instead you can do the following. We make a function. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Which would be var tween, colon, tween equal, create underscore tween, brackets, tween dot tween, what? Underscore property. Oh, somebody else. Oh! This is why you come to the comment section of videos. Somebody else found. Also had the same issue I just pointed out earlier about the pieces moving down outside of the area. But I'll worry about that later. Right now we're trying to worry about the tweens. Anybody else have any? Here we go. I'm currently doing this game 4. Tweens have been quite modified since then. We're gonna make this work. He also did a tween thing and a function. This one has 62 likes. Okay, sick. So I guess like I'll just take this from the comments then. I'm gonna type it out so that way I have familiarity with it. Okay. So we're creating a function. Function move target. Variable tween. Okay, so tween is still a thing, but it's not a node. Okay. Tell me more about tweens. Are they pre-teens? Are mostly useful for animations. Okay, yeah. Sick. Okay. So this is a tween. Equal create underscore tween. Oh, sick, and that's also a function. Or I mean a thing in here defined. A method. Sick! Sick! Okay. So now, okay, the function. Okay, tween dot tween property is its own thing too. Sick. Like I really feel like I enjoy doing this, following along with a tutorial, but I definitely want to make something from scratch myself because I feel like I'll learn best by doing that, and I do want to do that next. This is a very long tutorial series of doing the match 3. So I'm thinking about maybe doing this for another week or so, and then get into, maybe not start the new, okay, so maybe I'll wait till the new year. I don't know how often I'm going to be streaming. But maybe the new year I'll start with coding a thing on my own. But for now I'm still learning things from doing this. It's just not sticking as much. Trans tween dot. Oh my gosh, there's trans in my coding. Imagine though, there's people that probably react that way. Like, oh my gosh. Hold on. Dot set. And I know this is not being described in the video. This is just from the comments section. Okay, what am I missing here? I typed this wrong. Elastic, not electric. I was talking and typing at the same time. That's probably why. There we go. There we go. Hi, not so welcome in. How you doing? Okay. Very programmer. Very trying. Very trying to very programmer. Wait, what happened to the video? Oh, there it is. I was like, where did the video go? It's because I had to scroll on the comments. Okay, so this should replace the tween node thing. So we'll see. I have to continue with the video and see, but hopefully it should work.
And I'm going to rename this just so I know what it is. I'm going to call it Move Tween.
Move tween?
All right, cool. And now let's open up our piece script.
Sick. Okay.
We're going to do some stuff in here. So in our piece script, first we're going to make a reference to that movement tweener. So I'm going to make a variable. So I'm going to say, let's do var move tween. And then in my ready function, I'm going to set that move tween. So I'm going to say move tween is equal to, and if you're referring to something that is a child of the node to which the script is attached, there's a few different ways you can refer to it.
Okay, so hold on. I can't, so what I'm doing here, I can't really do because I can't refer to the node. So, or wait, did they want me to put the code in? Oh, they probably didn't want me to put the code in here. They wanted me to put the function in the, hold on, not in the grid. They wanted me to put in the piece probably. So I have to, hold on. Yeah, function. And then what I call the function here. Shoot, how would I do this now? So if I still wanted to have the, what did he call it? Move? Queen? Hold on, let me undo. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. Crap, how do I call it? Hold on. Okay, I call a function just by typing it. See, this is how you learn. I make things happen and then have to figure out how to make them work. I just type in move. And then I have to give it a put target though. Right? Add child piece. Okay, hold on. Spawn pieces. Yeah, spawn pieces and then bracket. Okay. This doesn't need anything. According to the comment, this needs target. Like, they gave me the code. They didn't give me how to actually use the code and where to use it at. I don't know. I guess I'll see.
So let me show you. So we can do move tween is equal to, we can do get node, and then in quotations we can use move tween. So we can do that. Another way that we can do it is we can say move tween is equal to, and then you can use a $sign and type in the name of the node. If you have a space in your name, you have to use quotations. It's part of the reason why underscores are the convention for Godot, because then you don't have to use
what are you doing?
Quotations. So either way is fine. I like using get node. I think just because
me doing smart things, I don't think this is smart. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to make this function replace the whole node. I don't know when to call this function and make it to work.
My C.
Singing all of Hollow Knight's OST is not stupid.
Like background. So there we go. So we're setting the move tween. Next, I'm going to create a new function that I'm going to call move. So function move.
Oh, he's doing a function.
And this function is going to require an argument passed to it. And that argument is where we're moving to. And I'm going to call that target.
Okay, so he's matching up. Everything's aligning. Okay. Maybe I'll just do what he's doing. Okay, this is fine. Maybe this will be fine. Hold on, let me watch. Let me just watch and see what happens, and then do what I need to do.
First, set a property of our node, of our tween node. So I'm going to say move tween dot interpolate property. Now, there's a bunch of different arguments that have to go into this interpolate property. First, you have to tell it what to interpolate, and that's going to be self.
What does interpolate even mean? Interpolate. Insert something of a different nature into something else. Turducken? Insert words in a book or other text, especially in order to give a false impression as to its date. Huh? Okay, so illustrations were interpolated in the text. Like an emoji? Okay, so interpolate means to insert something of a different nature. Okay, so like emojis amongst texts for all the youngins out there. Okay.
Then we need to know the node path property that we're interpolating. And in this case, we're doing that to position. Then we need to know the initial value. The initial value is the current position. Then we need to know the final value, and the final value is going to be the target. Next, we need to know how long it's going to take. I'm going to go.
There's a math definition of interpolate. Also, hello, Ark, my love. What's up? How you doing? Welcome on in. Also, if y'all are like, hey, who are you talking to? It's because I have 2 different chats up. I've got Twitch chat and a YouTube chat. But y'all watch wherever you're comfiest at. Don't need to follow any other place. But just letting you know. It's similar but specific to numbers and coding stuff. Ah! Okay. Well, so far what he's typing out is matching with the commenter put. So I wonder how different it actually is.
And then we have to say what kind of tween we want to use. My favorite is tween.transelastic. And last, we need to say if we're easing in, out, out then in, or in then out. Since we're moving and I'm using the elastic, I'm just going to go with out. So there we go. There's all my tween properties. I'm going to split this between two lines here so that it's easier to read. All right, so I'm setting the property of the tween. Once I do that, I need to start it. So after I set that property, I'm going to say move tween dot start. All right, now.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So I'm just going to copy. So everything looking the same, almost. Except for the fact that there's no node. So I'm going to copy what he wrote. Okay, so we var move tween. He puts semicolons at the end of every of his lines, and he says they're not necessary, but he just does that out of habit. And it makes me want to do it. But it's like, no, don't do it. Okay. So in the ready function, it's all down here. He has move queen equals get node. But we don't have that. Okay, maybe I don't need to have the variable then. Maybe I do. Ah! Because like everything he has here, I have here is almost exactly to what he has, except for a few things like set trans, set erase. Because again, he's using a different version of Godot from 7 years ago. Okay, I'm gonna do move queen dot start function that for I mean, I feel like I still have to have the variable, but I don't know what to define it as. Oh, this is where, would this be where I called the function? Called the move function? Hold on, let me, okay. So I see the part where I'm missing. Like this big old glaring red spot here. I'm missing the defining factor for this, for the variable. I'm gonna move forward and see what he does to see how I can make it work.
I need to call this new function with its argument from my grid piece, which is where I'm telling things to move. So I'm going to go to my grid script here. And in swap pieces, right now, I'm just directly setting their position. So instead, I'm going to do first piece dot move.
Hold on. Where are you at? Where are you at? Up. There you go. Whoa.
And where I'm going to move it to is my argument. And where I'm going to move it to is I'm going to do first piece dot move. And where I'm going to move it to is my argument. So there we go.
Whoa. Hold on. He just did a whole bunch of... You completely changed the line. So we made this dot move. Got rid of this. Added a bracket. Did you add a second bracket? It happened so fast.
Is my argument.
He did.
So there we go. I'm going to do the same thing to the other piece. I'm going to do other piece dot move. Oop, move, not mo. And I'm going to move that to this target position. Okay, so now.
Okay. Oh. So it's calling that function. Do I not even need the move? We'll see. Okay, but so far, it doesn't look... Oh, let me just quickly do this so it's not getting mad at me. I'm just glaring. Oh, I'll put it right here. Insert here.
I'm going to save everything. So I'll save all scenes. And because I was making those changes to the parent of all of my different pieces, the changes automatically apply to all of them. So let's hit play, and let's see if I broke this. All right.
Oh! Oh, I broke. I broke. I broke. Okay. We broke! Alright, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. Okay. So, first of all, make sure if I have this right here. Bar tween, colon, tween equal, create tween, brackets. Invalid call, non-existent function, set erase. Oh, set ease, not erase, set ease. Okay, still broke. Invalid call, non-existent function, start. Okay, let's back up. Let's figure this out.
Split this between two lines here. So setting the property of this. So after I set that property, I'm going to say move tween dot start.
Wait, I'm probably not even using the move tween. Maybe I don't even need that. Let's delete that. Ah, it works! It works! Okay, this move tween shit, don't need it. Bye. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Get out of here. Okay, so I just literally just needed that function that the commenter gave, which is almost exactly the same as what the guy used. Okay, let me show. Let me show. Ah! Okay, you ready? You ready for this? Ah! Look at it! Oh, that is so cool! It jiggle! My money don't jiggle jiggle! It folds! I want to see you wiggle wiggle. Oh, show. Yay! We did it! I did it! Okay. Sick. At first, I was starting to get bogged down. I was like, this is dumb. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. And look at the magnificence that I did. Thanks to YouTube commenters.
Because I was making those changes already, like, it just gives so much life to it and makes it feel much more interesting. All right, cool. So there's a bunch of other different tweens that you can use. For example, if you decide not to do transelastic, you could do trans bounce. This one's kind of fun. I don't like it quite as much, but it's still fun. So let's save all of our scenes. Let's hit play. So it's got kind of like the sound effects help.
I mean, it looks almost the same. Let's try it. Bounce with me, bounce me. Can you bounce? It's like the same thing. Okay, no, it's like a bloop. It's much more jarring. I think I like the bounce better. Whoop, whoop, not dounce, bounce. Bounce with me, bounce with me. Sick. Stick with it.
So that's kind of fun. You can do trans sign. Let's see what that does. So you get this kind of like,
ooh, I love his sound effect.
This really smooth movement. I'm gonna go back to elastic because that's my favorite. I just think it looks.
Save and try this out. Ooh, I actually like this sign, but I'm not. I like this. It's simple. It's easy. It's just sliding. I'm into it. I'm into it. Doing it.
Real cool, especially with the art style I'm using. Okay, so that's how you can add some life to the movement by using tweens. All right, so yeah, super short video today. Last one was a little longer. So if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. You can follow me on Twitter to find out when I post new videos. You can join the Discord where I'm chatting every day. Feel free to give me a like if you learned anything new, or even if you just like the sound of my voice.
Yeah. All right. Hey, that wasn't so bad. I was a little stressed out. Why wouldn't you be stressed out when you're trying to code something that is, old? It isn't compatible with your stuff anymore. That's great. We did that. That didn't take too long. Definitely gonna do one more video. I'm not sure how many more we'll go through. Like right now I'm feeling okay because I have a cough drop in my mouth. It's keeping me from hacking up a lung. And I also kind of want a nap. I was up early for doing a podcast with a friend. Ugh. But alright, we're moving on to part 9, detecting matches. Now that, it's 16 minutes long. It seems like it's gonna be more mind capturing, more mind. I can't think of the words, but it's gonna take up more brain power.
Okay, so welcome back. So last time we left off, we have this system where we can swipe, or in this case, it's kind of clicking and dragging with the mouse, and switch any two pieces that we want. If we swipe in from outside of the board, nothing weird happens. If we swipe out from inside the board, nothing weird happens. So we're pretty good. Now we just need to make it so that it can actually detect when there's a match of 3 or more. And that's what we're going to work on today. So we're not going to actually have the pieces destroy themselves. We're just going to have a visual representation of when there's a match of 3 or more, so that our player can know that there is a match, and so that you yourself can know that your logic is working correctly. So to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to add a variable to the piece that is whether or not it's matched, and then we're going to add just a really small method inside the piece scene that we'll take out eventually that says if the piece is matched, and we're going to cut the alpha value, the transparency of, sorry for that weird cut. We'll cut the alpha value, which is the transparency of the piece, to be about half, so it'll look like it's going dim, so that we can at least know when we have a match of 3 if it looks like there's a match of 3 or not. All right, so let's get started. We've already done a lot of the logic for this before when we were filling the board without making a match. So we're going to be going into our grid script here.
Grid script.
I'm going to go into distraction-free mode. I'm even going to make this nice and big so that I can actually see what I'm doing. And I want to take a look at that match at method that we have. And so
match at
here we were using a column, a row, and a color. And we were saying, essentially checking to see if we were more than 1 away from the left edge of the board, we would check the pieces to the left. And if both pieces to the left matched, we would return true. Then we would check down, if we were at least 2 rows away from the bottom, we'd check both pieces beneath us, and then we'd return true if that was true. Let me get rid of this pass here. That's not necessary. So we're going to be doing something really similar, only we're going to be iterating through every piece on the board and then sending it to this match at. So let's start with this. I'm going to create a new method I'm going to put mine after my process
A new
delta.
method?
Doesn't really matter where this goes. I'm going to call this function
That's a new
find
function.
matches. And this doesn't take any arguments. And I'll add a pass just to make sure nothing weird happens at first here. All right, cool. So now I've got...
Okay, so make a new function. Func find matches. Okay.
This setup, I'm going to jump over to my piece script.
Piece script.
And like I said, I'm going to add a variable here that tells you whether or not it's matched. So up in my global variables, I'm going to add var matched equals false. So I'm defaulting this to false. You don't have to add, well, I mean, you do because you want it to be Boolean, but anyway. And then in my function process delta, actually before I do that, I'm going to add another little function here just to change the transparency. And I'm going to call this function dim. And I want this function to be something that just takes our sprite and changes the opacity of it. So to do that, I'm going to access the sprite, and you can access the sprite a few different ways. One, you can use get node, and then in quotations, the name of the node that you want to access, which is sprite in our case. Once you get that node, then we want to access some properties of it. So let's talk a little bit about the opacity and the color selection on a sprite. So I'm going to go to my scenes here. I'm going to choose my regular piece scene, the one that's the default.
Piece scene.
Now on here, I have my sprite.
Right.
And it's called capital S sprite, so that's good.
Uh-oh, I have it called sprite 2D.
And the properties of the sprite that make it...
I hope that doesn't wreck everything
appear,
else.
or be visible are in this canvas item section. If you look under visibility, we have visible on modulate is actually the color. So if you hover over modulate.
Hey, where'd you go? How'd you get there? How'd I go? Oh, okay. Visibility. There we are.
You'll see a little tooltip. Property is modulate, the color applied to textures on this canvas item. Default value 1111. And that 1111 is 4 different values, one for red, green, blue, and alpha. So it's fully red, it's fully green, and it's fully blue, which in pixels makes it white. And then the 1, that's the last one, is there for the alpha value. 0.5 would be halfway transparent, 0 would be fully transparent. So we're going to be changing this modulate property. So if we jump back into our piece script here, go back and do distraction free mode. So I'm going to get the node sprite, and I'm going to save that as a variable. So I'm going to say var sprite is equal to get node sprite. After I access that, I'm going to say sprite.modulate is equal to, and I want to use a color. Here we go. And the color I want to use is 111 and then 0.5. So halfway transparent. All right, cool. So I'm just going to leave that method alone right there because that's going to be something I'm going to call my grid script.
Okay. Color is not a function. Then what do? Oh my god. Wait, color. How do you spell color? that what I want? Okay. So I want a capital C. Class color. A color represented in RGBA. Okay, so that's what I want. Because in his, he has it lowercase. So I don't know if that's going to give him problems, but. Alright, sick.
Once I decide to make something matched. And this is just to make sure that we have an actual representation that we can look at. So if I go back to grid here, in my find matches script, I'm going to iterate over the entire board. So I'm going to say for I in width, and then for j in height.
For I in width, then j in height.
Null. So if all pieces I, j is not null, meaning if there is a piece there,
oh my gosh.
Then I'm going to check left and right or up and down to see if there are matches. So first I'm going to check left and right. If I is greater than 0 and I is less than width minus 1. So if we have room to check left and check right, then I'm going to check to see the pieces that are to the left and to the right. So I'm going to say if all pieces I minus 1 j.
Yeah, he was right. We did do all of this.
And all pieces I plus 1 j is not equal to null. I'm going to split this to another line here too, just so that it's more readable. Alright, so if we have a piece both to the left and to the right, then we're going to check to see what their color are, or what their colors are.
Okay, so this is, okay, so he's doing, oh, we need to call in. So he's currently writing it to check if this particular piece we're looking at has a left and a right. Okay, so he's written it as if all pieces, okay, then we go if I greater, no, I, not 1. I keep getting I and 1 for some reason. Greater than 0 and I width minus 1. Wait, what's this? Oh, okay, so if it's within the parameters of, okay, if it's within the parameters of the grid. Now this is checking if pieces I plus 1 j, no, lowercase j does not equal null. And all pieces I plus 1 j, no, j does not equal null. What do you mean? Mixed use of tabs and spaces for the indentation. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Maybe. This is so many nested ifs. Like, I'm all for one with check, like nesting and stuff. This is a lot of ifs. If all pieces. Okay, before you moved everything and messed it all up and put out another line. What's he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is a lot of nesting. Like, even I'm saying this is too much
I'm going to
nesting.
split this to another line here too, so it's more readable. All right. So if we have a piece both to the left and to the right, then we're going to check to see what their color are, or what their colors are. If all pieces I minus 1
Another if statement.
dot color is equal to, and I forgot before we do this, we want to check, or we want to kind of cache the color value of the piece we're currently looking at. So after right here, after I check that all pieces ij is not equal to null, I'm going to store its color. So I'm going to say var current color is equal to all pieces ij dot color. All right, so I'm going to store that color, and then I'm going to check to see if the piece to the left has the same color. So current color.
My God, man. My God, man. What's this? I did put a colon. Oh, all pieces. Oh, that's made wrong. I typed this wrong. Is this supposed to be a -1? All pieces -1 and +1. Okay, that's supposed to be a minus. If, oh my gosh, there's so many ifs. If all pieces I minus -1 j dot color equals current color, and I assume he's gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it before he does it, so that I understand and comprehension. All pieces I +1 j dot color is equal to current color. Sick.
And if the piece to the right has the same color, all pieces I +1.
I did it first. I did it first.
J dot color is equal to current color. If that's true, then I'm going to make all of them matched. What did I forget here? Parsing expression. Oh, I guess I can't just do that the way I wanted to. There we go. All right, cool. So, and I'll have to do that here too, which makes it a little less readable, but we'll be okay. So now what I want to do is make all three of those, the one to the left, the one in the center, and the one to the right, I want to set them all to be matched, and then access that dim method. So I want to do all pieces.
All pieces. Oh.
I -1 j dot matched equals true, and all pieces I -1. Oops. There we go. I -1 j dot dim. And I'm going to do the same thing for the regular one. So all pieces I j.
So what is he writing? He wrote matched equals true. All pieces dot dim Obviously, there's got to be a better way of doing this. Seeing if there's a way I could do it in less script, less typing. No, because I need to call in the dim to change the color, and then I need to call in the thing to call it matched, right? There's only one. Oh, matched. I'll see what he does. So far, not making sense.
Dot matched equals true, and all pieces I plus 1 j dot matched equals true, and I need to do the dim too.
So I'm just gonna copy this.
Oops. I
Dot matched.
Dot dim. Gosh, I'm so inconsistent with this whole semicolon thing. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the standards for Python not putting semicolons at the end. It's very hard for me to do that. So apologies for my inconsistencies. So all pieces.
Okay, hold on. You're doing wonderful. Give me a second here. True dot dim, and then I will change this to -1. -1, right? That's what you did? Oh no, +1, plussing.
Is I plus 1 j dot dim. All right, cool. So this is for left and right, though. We're going to need to do it for up and down.
Oh, we're going to need to do it for up and down.
Let's make sure this actually works for left-right matches. So after we swap our pieces, what I want to do is just throw in another line here to find matches. So find matches. So that's going in swap pieces, so I'm actually calling the function from somewhere. Let's go out of distraction-free mode here so I can easily see the console. And let's try this. Okay, so we're going to try to get a left-right match. Oops.
Oh, nothing showing. Nothing showing. My thing is blank. What did I do wrong? I don't need that pass in there. I just wrote that in there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm trying to find out where the problem lies. Okay. What did I change? It's not that. Also, I just realized all of my functions are listed down here. I need to back up and see what this guy made me change.
Find matches. A match of 3 if it looks like there's a go into distraction-free mode. I'm even going to make this nice and big so that I can actually see what I'm doing. And I want to take a look at that match at method that we have. And so here we were using a column, a row, and a color. And we were saying, essentially checking to see if we were more than one away from the left edge of the board, we would check the pieces to the left. And if both pieces to the left matched, we would return true. Then we would check down, sorry, if we were at least, if that was true. Something really similar, only we're going to be iterating through every piece on the board and then sending it to this match at. So let's start with this. I'm going to create a new method. I'm going to put mine after my process delta. Doesn't really matter where this goes.
Actually, let me see what his looks like, because like
And the color J or I, E, if I, what their color are, or what their colors.
Wait, hold on. Okay. Let me see him test it, because what if it doesn't work for him and it, because like,
access that dim.
I wanted to see what it looked like for me before I did it.
Try to get a left-right match. Oops. All right, cool.
Okay, so it did break for him. See, I need to wait and see if it breaks for him first before I freak out about it breaking for me. But it broke for him, so something broke. Okay.
Let's see what I broke. Function color in base node 2D piece. I thought I called it color. Didn't I call it color? So in the piece script, yeah, I called it color, C-O-L-O-R.
Would you call color?
Yeah, I called it color, C-O-L-O-R. Non-existent call function in color in piece line 25. Oh, okay, this is the wrong color. So.
Okay, so he's getting the issue.
It's supposed to be, okay. Yeah, it's supposed to be capital C. Duh, I should have known when it was blue and not green.
Okay, so he's figured out the color thing for himself.
System things. Let's try this again. So I'm trying to get a horizontal match.
Dang it.
There we go.
His works.
The horizontal match.
I'd fucked up somewhere. Okay, I need to figure it out by backing up. Okay. Because like when I launch it, everything is blank. So I'm just going to turn everything into a comment until I get it back to normal. Or what I had beforehand.
And at least know when we have a match of 3 in free mode. I'm even going to make this pieces to the left matched, we would return true. Then we would check down, sorry, if we were at least 2 rows away from the bottom. We'd check both pieces beneath us, and then we'd return true if that was true. Let me get rid of this pass here. It's not necessary. So we're going to be doing something really similar, only we're going to be iterating through every piece.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm looking at my errors here. It says spawn piece node. Oh, Sprite 2D was... Oh! Because I changed the damn name. It's fine. I'll change it back. It's fine. My thing will just be called Sprite 2D. Sprite 2D. Okay. Let me just launch it and make sure everything... Okay. I knew that was going to fuck up something. That's fine. So now let me get rid of the number signs. Oh, wow. And let's try out function for ourselves. Let's make a match. Okay, it did not work. Oh, I didn't, there's one more thing I need to, there we are. Let's try. Yay! Okay, you guys can't see it. You guys can't see it. Sorry, 1 second, 1 second. Look! Look! I'm gonna move it. Oh, it still kept it though. Oh, it's okay. It's supposed to be like that. Do it here. Yeah, yeah, it did it. Now we got to do it for up and down. All right, sorry. Okay. Let's get the video back up and get to where we were. I think we just have to basically copy and paste everything.
Oops.
And just change it to the J's.
Color. Just for horizontal match. And there we go. Detects the horizontal match just fine. We don't have it to detect a vertical match. And if we swipe out of this, again, because we can just, like, we're not destroying them or anything, we're just detecting the match, then there's some issues. But for now, we're detecting horizontal matches just fine. So let's go in and let's change our code to make sure that it works for vertical matches too. So if I go back to distraction free, back to my grid script. All right, so this is kind of a mess of code.
It's such a mess of
We
code.
can refactor this, but for today, I kind of just wanted to quick and dirty go in and cover all of the logic needed to get the matches working. So I'm going to copy up until this if I is greater than 0 and I is less than width minus 1. So I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to go down to all the way. Oh, the next line. Get rid of all these indents because they're going to come back. Control V.
Oops.
And now I'm checking J, which is the up and down, and J, and instead of being width minus 1, this should be height minus 1. And then instead of being I minus 1j, this is going to be ij minus 1.
Cool.
And instead of being I plus 1j, this is going to be ij plus 1. And then down here, same thing. So I'm
all right, so I'm just going to go through all this and fix it. So I'm just going to go through, get rid of all the I stuff. And now we're going to fix all the J stuff. Oh. This. +1, -1. Oh, -1. -1, so this is height -1, -1, +1, -1, +1, -1, -1, +1, +1. Right, yeah.
I'm probably going to fast forward through these changes. I'm just, everywhere it was I minus 1j, I'm making it ij minus 1. And I plus 1j, I'm making it.
Okay, so I should be good then. Try it out. Yo! Okay, you guys missed it. I'm sorry. I made 2 matches of 3. Look at that. Bam! Sick. It works. It's working! It's working! Yay. Awesome sauce.
Ij plus 1. So I'm probably going to fast forward through this because you don't need to hear me talk to myself while I'm doing this. Okay, welcome back. So like I said, we're going to simple up this code here next time. For now, we were just covering the logic. So the logic again, so we're iterating through all the pieces. We're checking to see if that piece isn't null. Both left and they have the same color.
Okay, yeah. And it works too.
When I come back, we're going to do a little bit of refactor.
Awesome. Yay, exciting. Well, I did say it was going to be a short stream, and we did do a couple videos, and I'm happy with these videos that we went through. I'm a little rushed because I actually have to go to the bathroom. That's going to be it for me today, and I appreciate everybody hanging out. Yeah, that's going to be it. All right, bye.